What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. It's a Sunday. We know it's a football day, but I did just share it on the wall. So I'll give you guys a few seconds to get in. Listen, if you do not or have not been through the Classy Climb tours, one of our tours was Detroit. We've been heavily invested in Detroit and Cleveland, and we have also been invested now in North Carolina and Texas for 6 years. Detroit's 4 years. It was 2019. 4 years? 4 years.
What when you came? Yeah, 2019. That's about
2018
right.
is the first year I bought properties there. Okay, so yeah, 4 years. So we know other than we have to bring the specialist from Detroit telling us about the new programs Detroit is doing. Detroit is giving $15,000 per unit duplex repair. But before we get
Hmm.
into all that, I want to give you guys a giant shout out to Asia Denson, award winning contractor out of Detroit. Listen, you guys, she's been out there knocking on doors, cleaning up stuff, building it back better. Not Joe Biden style, but more like Trump style. Asia Denson, introduce yourself to the audience. And everybody, you know the rules here. Drop your city and state in the chat.
You need a little button with do the applause.
Yeah, listen, we got some new the new studio. We gonna have that, but go ahead.
Bit like applause. But what up, though? Thank you, Erica, for the amazing introduction.
Listen, y'all, she's wearing the JSU hoodie. She was in the band. She was on there before Deion Sanders came
Right, we
and
was
after.
popping before him. Still was number one in the FCS for attendance.
Anyway, listen, it's all love though. I got like 50 Colorado Buffalo shirts. I bought a brick at JSU, so I'm out there. I gotta go find it where they said it's at there.
Oh, that's you should tell me. I would have looked when I went homecoming.
Girl, I didn't even think about it. All right, you guys. So listen, Asia, talk to us. The most famous video you did with us was when you was telling people you can get people's income tax.
People still DMing about that. Like, how did you do that? I'm like, hey, just call this number, but don't call with no BS unless you ready, because they gonna charge you.
Listen, you might as well start the show off with Asia. What happens when people don't pay their rent in Detroit, and then you have to put them out? How do you get recovered? How do you make yourself whole?
I take taxes.
What do you
You know,
mean you
somebody
take
argued me
taxes?
down on YouTube talking about that's illegal. I was like, Google is your friend. I can
Google is
take
always your
state
friend.
and city taxes. I can't take federal, but I can take state and city.
Okay, so go ahead and tell us about that. Tell us what does that mean?
So it means that every November, I think by November 15th, you have to file so you can file the paperwork to be in motion to take their taxes come January 31st, whenever they file. And then you get that whole amount if that's what you owe. So let's say she got 10 grand and I'm owed eight, I'm gonna get 8 grand.
So here's the crazy part, y'all. I had a tenant who didn't pay for 3 years, but it wasn't under her name. It was under her aunt's name. Her aunt got a
Oh,
whole house across town. And so she just did that for her niece because she didn't care. And I said, to this day, I'm gonna go back and get that aunt money.
yeah, I think what's the time? I think in Detroit you got 7 or 10 years.
Yeah, go ahead and make sure we send me that message, that lawyer again,
Yeah,
because
I
we gonna
text it
do
to
it.
you. I got you at the live.
We gonna do it because that
Hmm.
eviction went through, baby.
There you go. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, that girl, we've been sold that property. That property gone. But
There's
the
so
ones
many of
we do
my
have.
friends that seen that video hit me up. They're like, I didn't know that because they got rentals and they all
Hmm.
did it. They one of my boys just filed back in October. He won the judgment, won, and then that got approved. So now he just waiting for them to file their taxes come January.
Hmm.
And I wish I could have been with her when she seen that big deduction come out of her, balance. Like, I would have loved to been in the room and seen her face.
It'd have been
That's
good.
priceless entertainment. That is priceless.
So, what's crazy is I went to an event this past weekend and we had Detroit and Cleveland people in the building in
Mm.
Dallas, and they were, restoration people. They make a lot of money. They like, dude, I do commercial, I'm making money.
Mm.
What are some of the misconceptions? Lately in the news, we've been seeing Detroit people on strike. I heard you got cussed out trying to go into the casino on strike day. What are some of the issues going on right now? And why is there so many strikes happening in Detroit? What's going on?
I guess okay. I see it from both sides. I see it from a business standpoint, but I really see it from the people. We are a blue collar city, blue collar
Hmm.
state. That's what
Hmm.
runs this whole state, right? A lot of people, the strikes, they took a hell of a pay cut when we was going through the bankruptcy and
Hmm.
when we went through COVID.
Hmm.
And then in the terms, they were supposed to get a pay increase as the profits increase, and the companies never held up their end of the bargain. So that's really
Oh.
how the strike happened. Because growing up, like my godparents and uncles, my aunts and them, they didn't work unless they wanted to because the plant provided that type of money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when the bankruptcy happened and stuff like that, and then the big three went through their issues, they had to force out a lot of those older people. Cause like my godparents had been there since they was 17,
That's a long time.
long time, and he ain't leave till he was in his 60s. He like, they gonna have to throw me out of here. This
He's
man
like,
getting $60 an hour to drive to high low.
he's like, this is my second home. What you talking about?
I'm never leaving. I'm gonna die here. And he not the only one. Like they had to force them out. So they had to buy them out
Mm-hmm.
plus pay all this. I think he had to get a buy. I forgot how much the buyout was. It was at least 100 grand plus all your vacation pay, personal, like whatever you had left. They had to pay that out too. You still get your discount with the plants, and then they get health insurance for you, your spouse, and if you had kids and stuff like that, still within the age range. But they had to force all them out. So now I think when you get in the plant, you starting off at maybe 15, 20 something an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of my friends and my cousins, like they ain't go to college fresh out of high school. They was paid. You got to think,
Yeah.
you 18 years old, you making $2,500 an hour on the line. What I'm gonna go to college for?
And we're going back to some of that
Yeah, it's
currently.
going back because it's
A
needed.
lot of the young men are just they're not dissatisfied with college, and they're
Mm-hmm.
going to go straight to trades. Especially when I'm in Dallas, I see a lot of Detroit men. The other day, I did a video. Age, I meant to tag you and upload it, but it was a whole crew of black men from Michigan here
I love it.
doing construction, and it was a whole team. It was like there was only one white guy, and he was from Oregon, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just over this part of it."
I
But
love
every
it.
black person was every person right there was a black dude, American black.
I love
One
it.
one kid was like 19 with dreadlocks, and I want to be like, baby, you might as well tie them back. He got to
But
go,
see,
young people with the dreadlocks, and they had like this, and he
yeah.
had his like work hat on and the dreads. I want to be like, baby, pull that shit
So
back.
he had a bang.
It bangs, they was all hanging down. Like literally, I went to the airport in Atlanta, and it was a young black boy with dreadlocks hanging down. I'm like, boy, pull that hair back and put it in your hat. What is y'all doing?
Yeah, he had a bang.
This is
The
too
only
much.
other issue, so the big three, they selling they strike. Blue Cross, I think, is still on strike. They've been on strike since like the summer.
As long as my insurance come through this week, I don't care.
True that, because I got them too. And then who else on strike? The casino's still on strike. So I don't know how theirs is gonna play out, but they had to get them plants back to work because you got to think the 2024 Charger and Challenger is the last one. All them people done pre-ordered, so all
hmm
that's on the standstill.
hmm Them
Like
trucks too.
the 2024 ain't came out yet. They normally come out August, September. Them ain't dropped
hmm
yet because of this. So they said I think GM lost 800 million or something so far doing this
Something
strike.
crazy.
Something crazy, and I'm
Because we
sure
need the
the
parts.
person
They
in the
also
rest.
make them parts. Y'all be making them parts up there.
Yeah, the parts is here. Like you
hmm
can go right up to American Axle and get your brakes.
hmm
Like it's really like, and it's crazy, and I don't think a lot of people understand how bad that strike hurt us because for every one plant worker it's like 10 more subsidiaries or suppliers that get affected. Like I
hmm
got cousins and friends who drive trucks for Chrysler through a third party. They was laid off too, but with no strike pay because they're not part of the plant. They
hmm
not UAW. You got tire companies, airbag companies, the brakes, somebody who put the little knobs on the air thing, the air compressor thing on the tire. Like, so all those are different jobs that somebody got affected by. So I'm glad it's over with. But as far as the casinos go, I don't know how long that's gonna last because wintertime is big for the casinos here because it's cold. So
Yeah,
everybody,
and y'all just got hit with the MGM Graham identity thing. The hacker.
yeah, that
It hit
happened.
Detroit, Atlantic City, and Las Vegas.
I wonder did it hit Canada because Caesar Palace MGM.
Mm-mm. It didn't cross. They on a different hot switch. The tech people will explain it better than I am, but it's on a
Oh,
different switch. But they should have even then they should have had a better precautionary system because you have so many connected, and they
yeah,
did.
because I think they paid them. Then they won like 100 million or something.
Nah, they wanted 30 mil, and
30,
they
I knew it was something crazy.
Caesars paid. See, the reason Caesars didn't get hacked is Caesars paid, even though they still have Caesars information too. So
Yeah.
Caesars paid 30 mil. No, they paid 15 mil, and they gave them a break. MGM Grand was like, we don't negotiate with no terrorists. They're like, oh really? Let me show you something. Bop, gotcha.
But
How
see,
you
that
like them
proves
apples?
how much these tech jobs and stuff is needed, and they probably about to
Mhm.
get paid even more than the ridiculous amount of money they already make.
Well, and again, um, it's needed. Like your data is the most important stuff. You know what I mean? Like data is gold. Data is
Facts.
gold.
Yeah, and
Right
then
now,
you got
Asia.
the
Go
what
ahead.
else about to come up? You got the Thanksgiving Day game. That's a big day here in the city. The
Mhm.
Lions play Thanksgiving, and the city be packed. People want to stay at the casino because it's right
Mhm.
there. You can walk,
And
playing
they're gonna
gambling.
stay.
They
They're
gonna
gonna
stay,
walk
but
through the
they
picket
service gonna be
lines.
trash. Cause when I went in there, that boy was empty.
They're gonna
Wasn't no
walk right
food
through them
places
picket
open.
lines and go
Yeah,
sit down.
they gonna have to leave to go eat though.
Yeah, that part.
But other than that, then maybe they get a discount.
Can you see the screen where it says "What up, doe"?
Oh, what up
Detroit
though?
representing. Sounds insights. Um, somebody else said they're from Michigan in here. Okay.
Oh, what up though?
So with all that, the strikes, all that kind of disrupting the marketplace up there, what is in the positive? Talk to us what's in the positive before we go over this news article.
Positive.
Because y'all had a ton of cool festivals, lit
Yep.
events. I
It's something
mean,
to do
all
there every
September.
month. Like even when it's cold, it's always something to do. Like it's November, so they about to have the tree lighting ceremony. Downtown, I think Campus Martius Park is gonna, or somewhere down there is gonna be like the Street Monroe
Mm-hmm.
thing. So it's like a little winter, little carnival with the street bumper cars. Then when
Mm-hmm.
it get real cold, they do the movie night and stuff, like drive in downtown. It'd be pretty cool. So it's always something to do. And then we a big apple cider state. So that's
Apple
big right now. You go to the
ciders.
cider mills, get you some cider cinnamon donuts, which slap, by the way, when they're warm and fresh
Uh-huh.
out the oven. What else is positive about Detroit? The average sale hit 100,000, I think, last summer for the first time they said in like 15 years,
Mm-hmm.
which is huge. Those condos on Joe Louis, where the old Joe Louis Stadium was, they're going to be written probably around 10 grand a month, and they're almost fully leased. They got a brand new hotel called the Godfrey, which is part of Hilton, which is gorgeous, by the way. So next time you come, you got to stay there so I can see the room.
You said the Godfrey?
It's called the Godfrey. It's in Courtown on Michigan Avenue, and they got like the number one rooftop in the city right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you got to put some clothes on to go in there. It's very, very fancy. What else is good going on? The Lions are winning for the first time in my entire
Very
life.
much. Very much. That's like I'm actually Baltimore doing what Baltimore do. Let's not get it twisted. I'm in the purple today.
Mm,
Baltimore Ravens. But I, since I was gonna do my annual swing through, because I want to see the tree, but also I have my new winter pea coat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna
fancy.
have to stun on them and bring it through. And I gotta go back to Cleveland too, but because there's a lady we know, April Mason, who has a Christmas bar opening for the season in Youngstown, Ohio. So we might have to make a little trip, but it's 3 hours from you, so I don't know if you want to ride or you want to
Yeah,
come,
I'll
whatever.
drive down. I'll be driving to Alabama and Georgia.
Girl, sometimes you be tired. Listen, the other day I tried to drive back from Dallas. I had to park and take a 20-minute nap because I had went out the night before. I was like, okay, listen,
Oh no, you got to prepare yourself now.
you
You
got to
can't
prepare
just get
yourself.
up and do no drive. You got to mentally.
You can't do multiple days of going out and then
Yeah,
think you're gonna
I
just
need
jump in
about
the
3 to 7 days to get my life together. I got a plan. So see what else going good in Detroit. Shoot, I just posted today. They got damn near $2 million condo downtown. That's
car.
probably gonna sell.
Hmm.
What else going on?
We got to get you up north where they be showing all them clips on Instagram. They just be like, I don't go to them parts.
I want to go to. I meant to go to the Sand Dunes this summer, but I ain't had time. But I
What
want to
about the
go
town
next
with the
summer.
horses? The town with the horses.
Oh,
Like the
that's
horses be.
Mackinac Island. I haven't been there since I was a kid.
We got to go there so we can ride a
I'm
horse.
down. We
Yeah.
got to book early though if you want to go because a lot of people get married up there in the summer because it's so pretty.
Well, I mean, it's probably frozen right now. Can't go right now.
No, we gotta go in the summer. But where else I want to go? I want to go to the Sand Dunes. That's
Hmm.
up north. And this one part of Michigan that the Michigan Visit Detroit page or somebody posted the other day where the water meets the sand or something like that before it
Hmm.
turns over. I was like, dang, that look kind of cool. And they were showing like all the leaves and stuff because they said Michigan one of the top places people come just to see leaves.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
This year I went to North Carolina. North Carolina had good water, so the leaves are good. But I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to go to Colorado and Yellowstone. But that's the same thing. Like when I went to Cleveland, me and you went to Cleveland. I'm in the street with the sweater on. People be like, "Did
Mm-hmm.
you go back?" I'm like, "I'm gonna go back." Just missed it this year.
That
That's
was a couple. What was that like? 19?
it had to be 2021, right? It was no, it was 2020.
Yeah, I think it was 20.
Well, no, it might have been.
No,
It was 2019.
yeah, it was 19.
It was 2019.
That was a busy year.
Very busy for all of us.
Oh,
If you guys are
also,
enjoying the commentary, go ahead and drop one in the comments. Somebody said, "What's up, Batman and Robin in the building?"
who's who? I would prefer to be Robin.
You can be Robin because I will be Batman. Then somebody said Detroit has come a long way. I missed the sand dunes this summer too.
Oh yeah, the draft is here next April. So if you're coming,
Interesting. Let's write that down.
yeah, it's April 20, the weekend of the 25th. It's like Thursday to Sunday. I already booked my family room because they
Oh,
coming. If you want to stay downtown, you're gonna be paying no less than 600 a night, if not more. Mostly all the Airbnbs is booked up. Those hitting for like 3 to 7 grand
you
for the
said April
weekend.
what date?
Let's Google it. I think it's like April 25th.
That pen's trash. Going in the
And
trash.
that's your draft. The tickets ain't went on sale or nothing yet, which or I think the tickets are free,
Hmm.
but I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna put the link in the
If it's free, they're gonna be in there acting a fool. Okay. You said April
I'm looking on the website
because
right
you know
now. April
April
25th through the 27th.
25th through the 27th.
I put the link in the comments.
April 25th. Did you put it in the comments or you put it in a private chat between me and you?
This comment has failed to post.
Yeah, you got to put it in a private comment, private chat because it'd be tripping.
Oh,
It'd be tripping. Okay. Somebody said Torch Lake is the lake you're talking about, Asia.
yes, thank you. Beautiful,
Torch
by the
Lake.
way. At least on the
Okay.
drone images I've seen.
Let me see if I
Yeah,
can
you got
copy a
man for
picture.
the draft gonna be crazy. Like Detroit gonna be popping that weekend. I can't wait. And then the people who buying up those $2 million condos, they gonna stay booked and busy because they right in the heart of downtown.
Hmm.
Like the one I posted today, that's like 1.8 million. You could literally walk to all three stadiums from where
Hmm.
it's at. So it's definitely gonna happen. If you got a nice Airbnb, your junk booked and busy.
Detroit don't even know how it's gonna act in April.
What
We don't
what was
know.
here before? The Super Bowl was here before. When back when Kwame was in office, so this probably had to be like
Kwame Kilpatrick.
what was it, 05 or something like that?
20
08,
years ago.
somewhere up in there between 2000 and 2010. Because I was home from college when it happened, I think.
Okay. Somebody said I need to be there for the draft. Go Birds, fly Eagles. Ugh, Eagles. They said, what is the best time to buy real estate in February?
Uh, I'm gonna say October 1st to like the end of April, because the
Why is
prices
that?
are always cheaper when it's cold. Now is really the time when I buy because people need that Christmas money.
They need that 1031 exchange money ASAP.
Hmm. That too, but no, I'm talking about the people who selling. They need that Christmas money. They trying,
Yep.
they trying to outstunt their divorced husband, so they be trying to get it in. Like, I'm gonna buy better gifts than you, so I
This
think
is
they should just go on and sell to them.
because
But in February, cool.
I'm converting my last two to Section 8. We're
I'm
not
only
even
doing
playing.
section. I'm doing section 8 in the nurse program.
That's it. Somebody said, how do I get in with no money or little to no money?
Oh, and we in the veteran program. I rent with them too, because that's just like section 8.
Hmm.
How can I get in with no money or low money? I started wholesaling, and then when I started wholesaling, I started using that money to do my first flips. I use
Hmm.
my credit, so that's technically no money, but it is money because you got to pay it back. But
You're gonna need
wholesaling is
some
the
money.
best way to get in with no money.
Yeah, and people gonna need some money. Just being honest with you, you're gonna need
Yep.
some money.
Eventually, to grow, you're gonna need some money. But to just get started, if you just broke right now, like I was, I started wholesaling. Wholesaling
Mhm.
ain't cost me nothing. Cause back then, I don't know if Craigslist is still around, but I used Craigslist to find my first buyer. Yeah, I ain't spent no money. I made 2,700, I think, or 2,200 on my first deal. It took like 7 months, but I did it.
Well, look, and also too, Dana just came through town and did an event in Detroit, right? How many people was there?
That bus was full. I'm gonna say probably about 100.
Uh, uh, was it two big buses? Most
It was
buses get
one bus,
250.
but a lot of people had cars.
Oh, okay,
And
okay,
they
okay,
just
okay.
followed the bus. So I don't know if that was like a different price, but she had probably about 100 people, and it
See,
sold out.
there you go. And it was 1,000 a pop, won't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was
we're.
about 1,000 pop because she specifically buy like tax auction properties.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I only been buying, like I'm about to start buying.
The tax auction was a little bit overpriced this year, though.
Well, I don't buy houses. I'm only buying
Okay.
lots
Right.
because my ultimate goal is to build. Because what it costs me to rehab a house, I can build
This is true.
for
Very
a
true.
lot of these old, especially these old brick ones.
Hmm.
Like just read the house that I've been in, which I've been calling the house from HE double hockey stick since last August. We finally almost done. It was a
The house of
firehouse. This
hockey stick.
rehab was 425 with all the change orders.
Good gracious.
One house. It was a big house, but it was a
How
severely
many
fire. It
bedrooms?
had a bad fire damage. and it was a
Um,
homeowner, so the insurance paid for it.
how many bedrooms?
Three, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths.
Girl, you could have built a duplex for that shit. The price.
He didn't want to, but it was brick. For him to rebuild his house brick the way it was, it would have cost way more than 425.
No, no, I mean like you could have built a duplex. Is what I'm saying in
Oh, he
Detroit.
could have built one. It wouldn't have
Yeah,
been brick. It would have had to been
no, it
frame.
wouldn't. It wouldn't have been brick.
But it was also in a historical neighborhood. We,
Okay,
we
yeah.
literally built that house from the inside out. We had to replace all the floor joists, studs, everything.
How was the last auction that just passed? Is what they asked in here.
I didn't bid in the auction. A couple people DM me said thanks for what I be posting because they bought a lot of land. This
Hmm.
one guy said he bought 2 lots for like 1,400.
Yeah, that's good.
Very good, and it's along that new Joe Louis Greenway. I was like, you be listening. I was like, just sit down and cut the grass, put up your little no trespassing little post, no dumping.
So I got one of my students that was in the Phoenix growing up. He's got like a couple lots in Detroit. Like he's got a commercial building, and then they tore down the apartment building that was beside. Because I was like, oh, look at this nice brick 3-level apartment building. You should try to get it, man. He came back there and tore it down. I said, you got to be coming and check on these properties y'all buy online on auctions. Y'all got to check. Make
If
sure they
they
ain't gonna
tore
give
it
them.
down and somebody owned that's a lien on that lot. So whatever it cost them to tear that building down, if the city didn't own that already,
Hmm.
let's say it costs 100 grand to tear that down, it's $100,000 lien on that lot.
Hmm.
If the city tear your house down, they gonna get their bread. So if you ever try to sell it, hello, lien.
Miss Insane, don't rush us. She's talking about, she's talking about, I'm trying to get a duplex. So can you guys get to this grant program? Don't rush us. We don't
Oh,
like that. Okay, you got the plug on the vet program to supply housing. Anything's possible.
I do, but you have to be a client for that. I just don't get that information out.
Yeah, we'll get you her calendar link and you can get on in there. So here, let's go ahead and show it since somebody is in a rush here.
Did this
Okay,
did this person donate to your
I
channel while they in the
know.
rush?
Don't do that. We don't like that. You all know Block Ministry be strong over here. Don't do that
Not the block ministry.
every day. Be nice. Okay, here we go.
Right?
All right. So as you can see, listen, the girl who wrote the article got the hijab on, but that's I'm gonna leave that alone. Detroit landlords can apply for duplex repair grants. What to know? This right here looks like something I've seen at one of Asia's these lots beside it. But anyway, let's keep on going down here. Landlords who own duplex in Detroit may be eligible for a new grant to repair their properties. The city of Detroit and housing developer CHN Housing Partners this week announced a new program for small scale property owners of duplexes to get up to $15,000 per unit or as much as 45,000 per structure. Eligible landlords of these types of rentals can get rebates bringing property up to code. Dubbed the Detroit Duplex Repair Program, the funds are intended to help landlords make renovations and bring homes into compliance. The $2.3 million fund is funded by Detroit's share of American Rescue Plan Act dollars. By repairing and encouraging registration of Detroit affordable rental units, we are supporting landlords, creating safe and healthy homes in the short term, and ensuring access to affordable homes in years to come, says Kevin Nowak. That's a Polish name or something. President and CEO of CHN Housing Partners. All right. Now, landlords can apply 2 ways. Properties owners of duplexes, 2-floor flats, or triplexes can get grants to make repairs that will lead to a certificate of compliance from the City of Detroit Building, Safety Engineering, and Environmental Department, which is BC'd, all that long ass for that, which indicates a
Mm-hmm.
property is up to code. The completed units must be available for households with income up to 60% of area medium income, which translate to 51,000 for a family of 3, like that's the max for 5 years. The owners must also be Detroit residents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's clear that up. The dollars are expected to aid nearly 150 rental units. Property owners with any Detroit property, including a single family or multi-family home, who obtain a certificate of compliance on or after November 1st are eligible to receive a $750 rebate. Landlords can get rebates for as many as 10 units. Let me get me a rebate. Under the City of Detroit's rental ordinance, landlords must keep their properties by safe, registering them, passing inspections, getting a lead clearance, and paying any outstanding fees or blight violation tickets. These steps lead to a certificate of compliance. Though it's hard to say how many rentals do not have a certificate of compliance. One of University of Michigan study found that as of March 2022, only 6% of Detroit's 87,000 rental properties were up to code. Asia, do you hear that?
I believe it. I already know
87,000
it.
properties, only 6% are up to code.
Mm-hmm.
There are more than 42,000 landlords, 87%, who own one or two properties, but most are not registered with Detroit rental system, according to the report. Good gracious. Let's keep going.
Mm-hmm.
What else they got here? For more information about the Detroit Duplex Rental Program, to fill out an eligibility form by November 30th, y'all, go to chnhousingpartners.org. If the landlord is deemed eligible after filling out the form, they'll receive an email 10 to 15 business days after November 30th to complete an application. Listen,
I'm doing it right now because I got properties right where they talking about.
my only issue with a lot of this is y'all got a lot of offices and a lot of commercial workers, a lot of union workers. Y'all better be in them offices and answering them phones. That's what you better do.
My only issue with this is that's I ain't got one. For one, 45 grand really ain't enough, depending on how your property look, but it's at least a start.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that number with that
Mm-hmm.
rental stuff. I believe that all day. Because
Oh,
there's
for
so
sure.
many houses I done been in that I'm like, how did this pass the Section 8 inspection? If it passed one at all.
Somebody
But
said it sounds 6% sounds high.
I thought it was about five.
I was like, he said no four families. I guess not.
I'm sorry, you should protest. But I'm filling this out right now. It's a little simple application.
He's just like, anyway, excuse me, let me get back over here to this.
Well, hold on.
Here's another. This is a program that came out last year. Wayne County to resume foreclosure process this year. Offers new assistant program. This is a home. Do not bid. Let me tell you something. Pay your taxes. What you putting that sign out there for? Pay your taxes. This is a whole website, bridgedetroit.com. They offer
I love them.
a
I'm
lot
a
of information,
subscriber.
so you guys know.
I
But
am
yeah, y'all can come
definitely a
through here and
subscriber.
you can come in here and check all this out.
Yeah, I'm about to fill this on out because I don't want to forget. When you said that deadline, I was like, oh, that's coming up.
It'll be here before you know it. Listen, we got less than what 8 weeks left in the year, or is it
Then
7
that's
weeks left?
holiday time too, so you know people gonna be done forgot. Not me.
Asia said not on her watch.
Okay, not me.
So you know they got a resource fair to help refugees and immigrants get driver's license in Detroit. Come on, they ain't even helping your cousin Junebug get no license, but they get a license. I want y'all to pay attention.
What?
Come on, and oh, also speak on the new thing y'all got coming. What's that thing called? The the parkway, the walkway. Talk to
Oh, the
me.
Joe Louis Greenway. I've been
Joe
telling people
Louis
to
Greenway.
start buying over there about a year ago. They started it, I think, in like 2019, but I didn't know what it was. Till my boy Trey, shout out to him, put me on what it is because he used to work for the city, and then
Hmm.
when he left, he could start telling us stuff. So,
Hmm.
but then they made it public, so you can just Google Joe Louis Greenway. It's gonna pop right up the entire map for what it is. It's a 27.5 mile walkway. So you remember we went on the riverfront?
Hmm.
So we're gonna be able to walk from the Detroit River around all the neighborhoods in the city, around back around, come through the north end, come back downtown, and end up back there. So we're basically copying the Atlanta Beltline. So when I seen the Atlanta Beltline in person last December, I was like, okay, now it's starting to make sense because it didn't make sense to me either. But once I seen the Atlanta one, I was like, okay, I don't think Detroit really understands what's about to happen. Our average rent in the city right now is $1,500 a month, which is nothing compared to what it's about to be. My friends who grew up in Atlanta that I went to Jackson State with, they said they didn't know nothing about that Beltline until it made the news. And when it made the news, it was too late. They said
Hmm.
houses over there where that belt line was used to be 100 to 250,000. Now a shell is gonna cost you half a million and up. New construction over there is running a mil plus. The same thing is going to happen to Detroit. What I don't like about this is that people from Detroit are mad about this. If you go on Metro Detroit News, Instagram, or Crime in the D, when they posted that the first phase just opened up, I think Halloween, they had a whole little ribbon ceremony and everything. People was in the comments pissed about this. Why are y'all doing this and the schools ain't right? Why I don't understand why this is going on and that's the hood. Exactly. That's why they doing it, because it is the hood. This whole walkway is going through the entire hoods of Detroit, because there's nothing over there but land. They done tore all the houses down, or they in the process of tearing them down. The houses that left, those are the people who are mad. And I'm like, do y'all not understand how this is going to increase your property value? Now your taxes might go up, but you can debate those. But if you
Mhm.
really that mad and you live over there and y'all watching this, sell to me. I'm buying.
What's funny is I was at an event and Julian Gordon was talking, and this woman was, I moved to Texas from Detroit, and these taxes is crazy. These property tax rates. I'm like, what's your property tax? 8,500. So first of all, I said, well, how
Ooh,
big is your house? How big is your house? Asia, she had a 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, like half an acre, like with a pool.
this was
Like
in
yeah,
Texas?
yeah, here in Texas. She got a giant mammoth house that she bought for pennies on the dollar 8 years ago, coming from Detroit. She got that house for like 180. That house is worth $700,000. I said,
Ooh.
baby, you knew your taxes were gonna go up. You knew it.
Yeah. I'm kind of with her on taxes though, because when I see everybody else taxes, I be like, Detroit taxes is nothing.
Yeah, and but my thing is the mindset is like, was she gonna get a mini mansion in Detroit,
And she could.
but for 180 brand new?
Oh, not now. Absolutely not.
That's what I'm
If it
like.
is 180, it's gonna need 500,000 to work.
That's what I said. I said, ma'am, you got a brand new house on the edge of town for 180. You better cut it out. I said you got to apply for the Homestead Exemption Act. You got to apply for like several things you got to apply for. And what happens is sometimes people move here to Texas and they'll keep their Detroit or wherever driver's license and be complaining they not getting all the benefits. I'm like, well, you're not even
Yeah, you
registered.
gotta like convert all the way.
Convert. Like, yeah, get your
Like,
stuff.
yeah. But
But I
yeah,
was just laughing.
this greenway is serious, and I just been quietly buying my little lots right
Can you
along
see it
the
on the
greenway.
screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
So I just been buying my lots. I don't want no. I'll take a house and just tear it down, but just to get over there cheap right now, and that's gonna
Hmm.
cost you the less amount of maintenance. Buy you a
Hmm.
lot and just sit on it.
What's up with East Village over here? Ain't that a rich area?
Yeah, East Village is where my big duplex at.
What about East English Village? That big over there? Gross
Yeah, that's
Point, all this
very
stuff over
nice.
here.
All brick houses over there. That's on the border, the Gross Point
Mhm, mhm,
border is very nice over there. You looking at 200, 250 and up.
mhm. So everything along the water. What people don't realize is anywhere there's some water, they gonna make sure they gonna keep it.
Because you got to
Uh,
think, every major city, urban, that's by water has been gentrified or is about to be. Detroit, Oakland, parts of New York, Chicago, probably St. Louis. They got some water.
so this older lady, as you can see on the screen, she was like, "The city's not interested in this part of the city. We not by the water. We not by downtown,
Hmm.
Corktown,
She's
Greektown, or
amazing.
Midtown. None of that." Long said. But when the Greenway came up, I figured if they gonna invest this kind of money in this project, then maybe we
She
get
one
some
of
of the
the
other things.
community activists. I met her. She's a very sweet lady. She got her whole little block to all donate some money to they
Mhm,
fund. Like they created their own little neighborhood fund. And
mhm.
so at the beginning of the greenway, they got like benches and stuff set up, little rest stops area, which was smart because there's nothing like that on the greenway right now. And this senior citizen group did that.
Yeah, they gonna need to take breaks and
Yep,
use
they
the
did a
bathroom.
community garden over there, everything. And she was like, maybe other people do. So she's like one of the lead ambassadors. She's freaking awesome. Like I met her a couple times. She's a very nice lady. And she was so happy when so all the month of October and September, every Sunday, they had a free Greenway event at all the different future up and coming areas. I posted all on my Instagram. You know, ain't nobody come. So I went, met with the planning people. They giving me a private tour this Wednesday of the entire Greenway. You know, I'm about to film all of that so I can post it,
Mhm.
well, parts of it. Cause my video did really good talking about it. Got like 150,000 views on Instagram, and that's how I got it. They saw it and they reached out to me. And this is the people who's on the planning committee for the Greenway. And so when we met with the senior group, they were so happy to meet us and that we were younger, because she was like, we finally we happy because we like, it just seemed like us seniors was the only ones who care about it, not the younger generation, and like y'all kind of like our reach back type thing. So it was kind of cool. But you gonna see the video though. It's gonna be dope. So we just buying lots over there. I probably ain't about to buy no more houses unless just do some quick little turnkey fix and flips. But
Mhm.
I'm just buying lots.
So part of what they've been complaining about on the old west side is it borders by Joy Road 196, West Warren Avenue, and Livernois.
I
Look, that's
96,
his
that's a
liver.
freeway.
That says liver noise to me.
Yeah, that's right, liver noise.
Midwest Detroit is tightly knit community that in recent decades has experienced population decline, neglect on residential loss of public resources like grocery stores and schools. They said there's over 30 auto industrial businesses in a 1 mile radius. That's correct. That's too much. That's too many.
Because you got to
While
remember,
some are
all the plants
maintained,
used to be in the hood.
right, most are unkempt, scattered along main streets. Um, they basically talk about junk cars, abandoned boats. Good gracious, semi frequently. Anyway, so look at that. You know they got to spotlight them. Um, Long and her neighbors have tracked down and addressed the illegal dumping and non-compliant business. See, listen, old people, they ain't playing. They got
Mm-hmm.
time. They gonna just let's work through the list
Look,
by
oh, they're
using the
retired.
using the improved Detroit app, working directly with city officials. Boom, look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, clean that up right now. Clean it up. All right. She discovered that prior to COVID-19, there were only a few inspectors in the city who were responsible for ticketing businesses. It then became apparent to her the issue was much larger than her neighborhood. See, she ain't playing.
Mm-hmm.
These are supposed to be used car lots. Minor and major repair places are like a dumping ground. Duggan issued an executive order 2019 suspending licenses to auto and salvage yard businesses, which restored it in a 90-day moratorium that ended March 2020. Um, See them, the Middle Eastern people come in and pretend to have a child. Listen, let me stop before I get in trouble. Anyway, the Midwest has had recent enforcement success after District Manager Eva Torres involved law enforcement. See, when she got the cops on it, they wanted to act like they got some sense. Okay, so long story short, you're talking about the board, several meetings. They discuss how they got to clean it up. Like this right here, let's just go ahead and either tear that down or clean it up. One of the two needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they've been complaining. Like what else? What else? Let me see what the other thing is. They said the residential streets have also been a hot spot for dumping. Yeah, it's very sad. Uh, she said it makes you feel defeated when we plan work days where we've hosted neighborhood cleanups and the next day or week later there's more dumping. Ooh, them people, that's the people I don't like.
But I remember they caught a lot of people doing that illegally over the
Hmm.
years, and they have pressed charges. I don't know what the charges are. I don't know, but
Hmm.
it don't really be Detroiters. It be the suburban contractors coming to the city to dump.
In the suburban contractors are from where?
Shoot, they might be Southfield, Oak Park, Brighton, Novi,
White, black,
Chesterfield.
Latino, who just
Oh
randoms?
no, they ain't us. They don't look like us. They inside here. Now I'm sure it might be a sprinkle or two of us, but it's usually not us. At least back in the day, it wasn't.
You see this house back here in this background in this photo? I want to knock it down so bad. Like, let that go.
It
Knock
looks
it over.
somebody live in it.
No, I don't know. I think that one's abandoned. It had like a look border, the window's broken over there.
Look here, you be surprised. Them people that squat next door to my house on Parker,
Hmm.
I don't know how y'all living in there.
Girl, don't make no sense. Okay, so it shows there some of the different stuff. Y'all can see this. Okay, look how they tear it up. Look how they clearing it out. They clearing it all the way out. They ain't
Mm-hmm.
playing with y'all,
And whoever got that concrete contract is getting paid. They got to be $100 million
honey.
contract,
That's a
easy.
honey. That's gonna be $300 million at the end of it. Plus,
Yeah, because they doing it in phases, and then whoever got the electrical contract, 'cause they putting up the nice lights, the little
hmm
emergency buttons, and the little the community meetings they had that we went to. The people who got the little bikes that you rent and the scooters, those was free, so you can drive the whole concourse or whatever.
hmm
And they was asking us, what do we want here? And so they're taking what we tell them, and they're going to put it on this greenway. We need a little mini store here. We need water stations. We need this. We need that. They're like, okay. And the planning people writing this down, and they gonna go now try to see how they can fund it to build it because it's gonna
hmm
come. And then once that comes, they gonna build the neighborhoods back up, and then y'all gonna be paying probably $4 grand a month rent over there, and ain't gonna be nobody that look like us, maybe 5 or 6.
Be
I'm
Ukrainians.
serious because the
It be
ones who there,
Ukrainians over there after
yeah,
that.
'cause the ones who there now, they mad. A lot of them is mad about this. They are really pissed off.
Well, here's the thing: gentrification helps when you own your property.
True.
It doesn't help when you're a renter. And a lot of people have tried to be renters and live the best. It ain't happening. Not in the
The
future the way
ones who
America's
still over
going.
there, I'm pretty sure they owners. Cause where these houses at, next time you come,
Hmm.
I'm gonna show you. Ain't nobody renting them. Them is owners.
Drive me by there. Drive me by there.
I'm gonna drive you real
Uh,
fast.
Thank you for the two. Lord, thank you for the $2 super chat. Keep it moving. He said, "Okay, Asia." Okay, what is the smallest lot you would purchase, Asia?
I don't know the lot sizes here, but whatever the single family was on, I don't care because they all was single family lots at one point.
They usually do 5,000 square feet, but from what I've seen in Detroit, y'all's are much tighter, so they might be 3,500. It
Uh,
depends, because some of those areas you have big houses, and some of y'all areas y'all got small, like real
yeah.
close side by side frame ones.
So some like I can go by lot sizes, which you can just do the math with the square foot. So the average lot size in Detroit might be 50 across the front, and then it might be 100 long, or
Uh,
it might be 30. That's 5,000 if it's 50.
yeah, that's about 5,000. Yeah.
Now, some might be bigger, 80 and 90 when you get into where them big stupid brick duplexes used to be, or
Hmm.
fourplexes, or commercials. Now that's when they get really big, but some might be small and be like 30 by 60.
True.
It just
True.
depends on the neighborhood. But I don't really care where it's at. I'll figure. I'm just buying lots.
She's, I don't care where it's at.
I don't. I'm just. We just like me and my team. We just buying lots right now, and we gonna
Hmm.
plan it later.
That
So
makes
we're
sense.
all buying in one area, so we can all develop over there.
Okay. Listen, it don't take many people to take over a city, y'all. I've told y'all that multiple times. Ray said, Classy Climb Smart Money. Is this part of the grants given by Quicken Loans founder Dan Gilbert's 20 million M fund to help Detroit homeowners repair and paint their homes?
No, this different.
No, separate. It's a separate one.
So this one is strictly for landlords, but you have to be a city of Detroit resident. I seen somebody in the comments like, "Well, I should just charge somebody to say that." Well, you're gonna have to do a lot more of that because you got to change deeds and all that, and then that
Hmm.
becomes fraud, and then you might have to pay that money back, or I don't know, but I don't recommend that.
Right, right, right,
Now,
right.
what you could do is become partners with somebody, and
Hmm.
then y'all both be on the deed, and maybe you be 51%, maybe 49, and then maybe you could do it that way. But that's a lot of paperwork they got to change hands between now and the 30th
For sure.
that you got to get
And there's
filed.
other programs. There's other programs. We can find other programs.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I'm gonna definitely apply for it. If you're gonna give me 45,000, it ain't gonna put a dent in my Cursiville project, but I can at least get the windows and probably the HVAC done.
Hmm.
Thank you for your
Uh,
service.
so we have, but the city is trying to pass split taxes against people who own lots but won't improve the property. Has that been happening, Asia?
I don't know about that unless they talking about that land value tax, but they got shut down. So we got to vote again this Tuesday. I think is the election. So the last time they tried to pass it, didn't win. So we gonna see. I got to read more up on it. I really don't know much about it, but I know they've been trying to pass it.
He said for Detroit homeowners that reside in their properties, they may qualify for the Gilbert Family Foundation Home Repairs Grant to repair their roofs, foundation, and stairs. Shit, I would go with my roof first
I'm gonna protect my roof all day, then
all
my
day.
foundation.
Then we go with everything else.
I'm gonna do my roof, then my foundation, and everything else. But if you're a senior, they got so many programs in Detroit for senior citizens. So DTE got like $100 million or something from some program that Biden did, I think last year. So
Hmm.
what we've been doing is I think it's up to 15. I don't think it's a dollar amount. So they've been making the home energy efficiency program, something like that.
Right.
But it should be on DTE website, right? So with this program, they are replacing the furnaces, the hot water tanks. If you don't have AC, they replacing that. So you getting a new central air system because they want our houses to be more energy efficient because Detroit houses are 50 to 100 plus years old, and they updating your electrical panel because to hold all that new equipment, you got to update the panel.
Right.
So I done did a couple of those projects too, and they ain't got to pay for nothing. I think you do got to stay in the house so many years. It probably put on there as like a lien, but if you ain't moving, who cares? You just got 50 grand worth of new stuff.
True. Well, also too, we got to get you to build a new construction one so we can film it and record it for the TV.
I mean, that's next for me. Like this
Yeah.
container stuff, I'm really studying it. Three Square Ink, one of their liaisons, me and him real cool. His name Deshaun, so he
Hmm.
designs for them, and he's part of their like veteran program because he helped people who got VA loans use it to build containers here.
Hmm.
So the next one they supposed to build is up in Lansing, so I'm just waiting on them to let me know when they breaking ground so I can go. Cause I had got a contract to do one for like 350, but I turned it down because I'm like I ain't never did this before. I don't know what I'm doing. So I told the lady, I was like, I appreciate that you willing to take a chance on me, but I don't feel comfortable taking your money, and I know I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Right. So they said they dump in Detroit because they think they can get away with it. David Porter.
Fact, I agree.
Gilbert Family Foundation is giving $10 million via enterprise community partners and Green and Healthy Homes Initiative to administrate grants. Dan Gilbert is the founder of Quicken Loans. Yeah, here's my thing, right? There's so much. If my problem with Detroit, Cleveland, shit, any city, parts of North Carolina. These older properties, you would hope someone is sitting at home in these situations and being on the computer looking for ways to improve their situation, but that's not
Mm-hmm.
always the case. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. And people who are landowners, who are homeowners or landowners or landlords, I would just pay somebody to go all day research. Like even right now, I'd be telling my VAs, find me something, find me something. You know what I mean? In any of these cities, that could help, grants, whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
Living Lade said, you can't find no house nowhere in the United States for the prices you can find in Detroit, and the value is steady going up.
Facts.
She said, I come from a small city. They ain't small no more. Look, Keep It Moving said, they not squatters. They're blessed. Just kidding.
I'm blessed. Go about your business.
Somebody said they're squatters when you paying the mortgage. It
Thank
said
you, Noah.
black people simply fault themselves selfishness because they refuse to evolve. Grow your mind and community will cease to suffer. It is a combination. It's a combination. The city of Detroit will also receive $30 million of its federal windfall through the American Rescue Plan Act for home repairs. Well, this comes out of the duplex repair program we just talked about. Comes out of the American Rescue Plan Act.
Mm-hmm.
The how much was it? It was like 10 mil or something they set aside. Whatever that amount of millions they set
Hold on,
aside.
I got the article pulled up. Let me
Yeah, I
see.
thought it was 6 mil. Hold on.
2.3 million.
Okay, 2.3. So they still got 28 more million to go to work through it. So
Yeah, because if they give me 45,000, I'm gonna be so grateful. I'm gonna have them so much good content for them. I'll be crying on screen. Y'all want me to the whole
not crying on
shebang.
screen.
Like, oh my God, I'm just a small time landlord. Lord is gonna bless y'all. God is
You gonna
good.
do it up for the camera? Do
Oh
it
yeah,
live.
God is
Oh,
good
thank
all the
you.
time, and all the time God is good.
Stupid.
I'm
So
gonna do the
special.
whole thing. What did you do with your 40,000? Oh, I didn't do too much, but I did do this. The
Thank you,
Lord is a
Lord, for
blessing.
blessing me.
God bless me, so I want to bless somebody else with some affordable housing. That's a good one.
So special. You got to do it for the gram. Listen, the TikTok been crazy. I looked up TikTok when they talk about Detroit. They've been going crazy out there. What
Really?
was I
I
gonna
gotta go
say?
look. I'm on TikTok, but I'm not on TikTok.
Okay, what was the price point I was gonna tell you? Let me I'm gonna show my screen real quick and then I'm gonna adjust it. Hold on.
Okay.
Uh, they got three dogs that bark in chorus over here. That made me sick. Somebody said, "I love your voice, your sarcasm, and your knowledge." Asia, be on it, man. Here you go.
Thank
Look.
you. I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Okay, you see, like this is why I tell you, Detroit is just very unique, and you need somebody to help you. You got a $3,900 foreclosure over here, looking crazy. Then you got 525,000 little mini castle. Then your ass got this 195,000 that gonna need all kind of money in repair, but it's beautiful in Virginia Park Street, Detroit. See what I'm saying? That's all in one city. This is beautiful.
So Virginia Park, that's a good buy because that $100 million cancer institute is right there. It's right by the Motown Museum that they just put like 20 million over there to restore like the whole block of the boulevard and all the duplexes they own over there. What else over there? LaSalle Gardens over there. It's very nice. Like I would buy that all day. That's a big brick house. This one on Stratford. That's
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. Like, that's like a little castle.
Mm-hmm. My biggest thing, what I would tell y'all, and if I could go back in retrospect and tell y'all even more, when you buy something, I listen to this white dude from New Jersey. He's older and he's funny to me. He'd be like, "When I buy it forever for my kids." Like he's just ridiculous. The very much Italian Tony Soprano sounding voice, and he was like, "Don't buy something if you don't want to be there 10 years." And I was like, "Oh," but then I'm like, now in retrospect, yes.
That makes sense.
I'm just gonna tell you, don't buy nothing. Don't buy like 20, 30 units in the city unless you really to sit on them for a good 10 years.
See, I
Just
like rent. Rent is great. The first to
mhm.
the fifth is a very, very nice time for me.
Mhm.
Well, really, the first to the third, because after the third, your rent's late.
Mhm.
Are you see that $2.5 million one? That's in Boston, Edison.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That house is gorgeous. I was looking at them pictures like this is 5 generations of families could live in there.
Wait, the Middle Eastern one's gonna pull it. No, they gonna do it.
I mean, we used to do that here in Detroit. That's why we got so many 2 family and 3 and 4 family flats. And I really wish Detroit would get back to that. They probably gonna be forced to get back to that when they get priced out. Cause
Mm-hmm.
Big Mama and them lived in the first one because it was one flow, and
Mm-hmm.
then the kids and the grandkids lived upstairs. Like that used to be the norm here. I don't
See,
know why people act like they just too good to do that now.
that's what they gotta do. You know that they gotta do. So this
But
is $99, but I don't like condos. I just can't. Condo fees, HOA bullshit. I don't like it. But it's on the water.
yeah,
Don't
that's
want to look it
82. I
over.
know where that's at. That's gonna that's be a good Airbnb. It's gonna stay full because of where it's at.
If they let you, some of them been tripping
True
lately.
that they do be tripping.
Look at this
That's
ridiculous.
7 mil.
This is
Oh, I know where
ridiculous.
this is. This is I think is that
That thing we
John?
drove by,
Yeah, I think that might be John
Lucerne
Sally old
Drive.
spot. I gotta see the back because
Uh,
they renovating that now. Yeah, that
mhm.
might be it.
Yeah, at this point, anything I touch is gonna be if it's in Cleveland or Detroit, it's gonna be Section 8. Is it Section 8 ready? They're gonna be like, damn, why you keep asking that? That's all I want.
But see, the
Nothing else
plug
but
with
Section 8.
Section 8 is once you get approved for Section 8, you just pay your little fee to the city of Detroit and you automatically get passed for their rental inspection with that. And it's good for 3 years instead of two, I think, with a
Mm-hmm.
regular rental. So you only got to get one inspection instead of two.
Because people be like, Asia, where can I get some cheap houses? Look, there you go, 20 grand, but you're gonna put you're gonna put a bunch of
Like
money
five
into
three
it.
seven eight Vancouver. I'm about to look it up.
It's new. These are new ones. These are new ones.
See, I'll buy them. I don't care. As long as my foundation straight, my roof could be sitting on the porch. I don't care.
Roof could be. Look at this, a church, y'all, a whole church. Seminole Street.
Oh, this over there by the that's by the Greenway, that Vancouver one, cause it's right off
Mhm.
Joy Road.
Is this a fourplex or this a duplex? Let me see. 12 bedroom, four
It's a
bath. That's
flat.
got to be a
It's a
fourplex.
two-family flat.
Oh, that's interesting.
They want 20
Stuff
bands, so
beside it falling around.
they probably take 14.5.
Oh, you're not looking at my screen. You looking at this? This one, this 4. I said this is a 4, ain't it? This $7,000 thing. It's got to be a 4.
That's a land bank house. That boy been
See
for
it?
sale for the longest. That's
Yeah,
land
it's
bank.
probably $1 million to fix that shit.
At least
So a
five.
million dollars to fix it. Okay. Okay, let me go with what you was looking at. This is Vancouver. Hold on, let me share my screen right. Because it be
I
tripping.
like that large dry
Oh,
one.
it's only got one picture. Oh, it's only got that one picture. Let me see if it got a street view. Do it have a Google map? It do. It do. Okay, I'm gonna share this Google map. Put the Google map up. She said the roof can sit on the floor.
I don't care. When I bought the one on Kirksville, I got that for 2,500 in 2017. That roof was burnt to a crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Like you touch it and it was just flaky. But I got it for
This is what
2,500.
they
I'm
selling for
selling
the
right now.
20. This is what they
I
selling for
like that.
20K, y'all. And this is from what year is this Google? I'm trying to see the Google year. Because you gotta be careful with the Google be lying to your ass.
I
Okay,
don't
but you got
care.
some vacant near you. You know,
You know what I care
you got
about?
open lots. See if you can get the lot for 100.
That's what I like. I don't care. Look at them two lots right there.
Mm, mm. It says 2023. So no, this had
That's
to be
fine.
2022.
You can get them across the street because that's adjacent.
Look at them lots over there.
Yeah, that's what I care about. I don't care about that block. I buy that boy. Oh, they want 20, 14.5. They probably gonna take it, and now I can get them lots. Only thing I gotta see is that found. Long as that foundation straight, I'm cool. Even if it's bad, I buy, but it can't be bad to the point where I gotta jack the house. So I'm not doing all that.
John, I will not lie. Erica, is Detroit a city for your honeypot investment strategy with 75K starting point? Or is Cleveland a better city? For me at the current time, I can get the 75 in Cleveland. It's still gonna need some money in it. Can I get the 75 in Detroit? It would be I'd have to be super picky on it because I've looked at some. I'm on somebody's email list and they sent me like 5 in a row that were beautiful, but they were like 113 on the dot, every single one of them. So
They probably was
uh
rehabbed already.
yeah, yeah, they was already done, ready to go. And so it's like you gotta be careful with that. Like 75 right now in Augusta, Georgia, still even gets you you're still gonna need to put 30K in it. So there's a couple spots that I've been playing around and looking at, but you still gonna have to put money in it.
What about making?
Making you can get a whole damn lot for 3 grand.
Yeah, I
Making
was
you
say
can probably
making
get a
pretty cheap.
duplex for pennies on the dollar. I still would love to do an event in Macon. I just ain't put no focus on it.
Let me
But
know. I go.
it's one of those things. It's a tour year. You see the Classic Climb Tour banner. We hyping it up. We getting ready. It's gonna be a tour year, so we may see.
Just,
Uh,
I just need a 2 to 4 week heads up.
he said that's a four family. Yeah, I tried to show Asia. Let me see if I show her again. She wasn't
Which one
looking
to
at that
four
one.
family?
This other picture I was trying to show you. Hold on. Or they already saw that. Well, no, I already saw that one. Pass it. Let me go to the next one. I done missed it, y'all. Don't worry about it. Uh oh, look at that. That's a beautiful view. Um I just realized I'm not showing my screen. My bad. Hold
And I'm like, what's pretty?
on. Everything I was just looking at. Boom. Okay, let me go back up. It was this view of the water in this apartment. Look at this apartment. Somebody like they smoke cigars in this bitch. You see it?
That's a bachelor pad.
With the
That is
with the
beautiful.
view of the water.
That might be 8,200. I think I know where that's at.
Open a different window. And then if I go down some more, you know what I'm saying? See like 225 here, 35,000.
I'm
That's why I
looking
said most people are like, hey, if I got 35,000, Erica, what can I do? I mean, you can buy these foreclosures for sure, but you still gonna have to put money in them. Look at the
a
windows on
lot.
this. You're gonna have to at least do the windows.
Yeah, because like now
This
these
one's
houses been
50K. You see
sitting
they got the
vacant
door hanging off.
since, and then you don't know how long they've been sitting vacant. Now that one on Waterwork is nice, but I bet you sell for more than 35 because that look like they just left.
Well, yeah, it's
That's
possible. Let
that's
me see if I can
nice.
share it.
That's very nice.
Let me go open it up on this other page. And it's got 22 pictures. They got actual pictures. People act like they need to do something.
Yeah, your hot water tank
That's why
probably
you
still in
you
there.
might need to holler at Fantasia. Man, listen.
The single
Fantasia's
Fantasia she live in Macon, Georgia.
Is she smart? It's cheaper.
Very cheaper.
Anything 30 minutes away from Atlanta, you can get a whole mansion down there. All right, can
Macon,
everybody see the screen? It depends on traffic. Depends on traffic.
so probably an hour. That still ain't bad. Well,
No,
that's
no,
why
no.
Columbus jumping where my
Technically it should be
family at.
technically it's 30 miles, but it's 45 minutes with traffic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Columbus like that. Columbus like 90 miles from Atlanta. And Columbus starting to get starting to boom because people coming from Atlanta.
See the way they painted them windows? That drives me crazy. The painter in there just slapping paint across the fucking windows.
See, you not focused. We looking at that $35,000 price.
I know, but it just like it drive me crazy. What's up with the mirror? Take that down. But anyway.
To make your room look bigger. But we take it down, put a plug up there. Now you got to put your TV.
Oh, now we see. Here it is. Wait, it was the kitchen. See, they're trying to avoid showing you that kitchen. That kitchen was good.
I don't care. That $35,000 is a very good price. It's probably gonna sell for around 50.
Is this the back? Yeah, this the back. Oh, look at the basement.
Come on, basement. They say you rich without saying you rich in Detroit with a panel basement.
Panel all over.
Oh, I'm taking all that down because you be taking that down and then you gonna find mold, all type of stuff.
For sure. You got the kills paint everything anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole toilet down there.
How work
People,
that
uncle,
still?
people, uncles and granddaddies was just hiding downstairs. They never came upstairs.
Yeah, that was look. That
They
was
just
Big
stayed
Wiz
downstairs.
night down there. Tuck night, spade, dominoes.
They might as well push that whole building back there
Yeah,
over. It's
you can
about
just
to
tap that. That's gonna fall.
look at it. Look at it. Oh
Oh,
my God. Somebody go push that shit over. It's
that
a
boy like
damn
this.
fire hazard. It's leaning on gangster lean. That's ridiculous.
Columbus is the second highest populated. I believe they got lofts in Columbus now. I'm like, when I was a kid, Columbus ain't look like this.
Interesting. Columbus is booming. Is better when they get a hold of the crime. Okay, what's going on with the crime down there? They tripping?
There's crime in Columbus got crime. Never seen it.
Here's the thing too. When I look up some southern places, if somebody breaking their car, they like the crime is out of control. I'd be like, is
Columbus
there
got
murders?
crime.
No, no murders in their town, no nothing. But people broke into the house. It's crime, and I'm not making fun of it. Like if somebody broke into your house, that's terrible. But um, That's part of my issue.
I'm
So,
gonna ask my family, like, y'all got crime? Because I've never seen it in Columbus.
but that's the
Never.
thing. You got to look at the crime stats. It'd be like somebody broke into my car. The crime is out of control. You'd be like, okay,
What is we gonna do?
what is we gonna do? I hate this fence and this setup in this backyard, but I get it. You'd have to fix this thing. It look real rinky dink. But I like that. I mean, the only thing I don't like is because it's right there off the street. Somebody can just walk in your backyard. But if I was a homeowner, I'd like it because you just hop off, boom, 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 go outside.
Oh, I'm just gonna put me up a nice little wood fence. That's how you fix that. A lot of lights. Make sure it's
Mm-hmm.
lit up real good outside with them daylight floodlights.
Mm-hmm.
I like that house. That is a 3 bedroom. That is
They ain't
16.
showing you that kitchen right there.
That's about 1,500 month rent.
Mm-hmm. They only got one bathroom, so I guess they're not qualifying that downstairs bathroom as a bathroom.
No, that's a water closet.
They're like, that is not a bathroom.
But
Okay, so
Columbus
yeah, not
also
bad.
just because Fort Benning or Fort
Yep.
Moore, they changed the name. That's right there
They,
too.
what's crazy? They changed a lot of these names, Asia, but when I go online to fill out any forms, it's still the same old name.
It
That's why
still
I'd be
says Fort
like,
Benning.
yeah, it's they say Fort Hood, Fort Bragg, Fort whatever. Like these, they like when I change it when I want to, and not a minute before.
Google Maps and all that still say it too.
It said, "Where do y'all work? Walmart, Columbus, Georgia." Damn, don't do that. Don't do that. It's
I don't know.
34 per thousand residents. What kind of crime though? What kind of crime? I'm asking y'all.
Ain't
They
that low
said
crime?
Columbus is a little rough coming from a former Ohio resident. I think we talking about Columbus,
No, we're
Georgia.
talking about Columbus, Georgia,
We talking about Columbus, Georgia.
not Columbus, Ohio.
Stolen hubcaps to crime. I
But
can't
see,
with y'all.
everybody got weapons of protection in the South though, so that's why I don't think crime down there be like,
It's like people be like, do I want to risk that today? Not today.
yeah.
Asia. So if you can pass a Section 8 inspection, you don't need a city inspection.
So you don't need a city inspection, but you still got to pay the fee to get into compliance. So when you go on there and fill out the form or whatever to set
Hmm.
up your thing, you just upload your Section 8 inspection report, and then they're gonna send you a compliance letter. Because I did that on a couple of my rentals. I was like,
Hmm.
oh, you still got to pay the 150 or whatever, but yeah, let's go through these pictures. See what this look like.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
We need to brighten
Okay.
that up. Yeah, I think a man lives there.
He was paying for ladies of the night. Ladies of the night.
Night walkers.
Night walkers.
You sound like a video game.
Oh, but I do like this little window here.
Yeah, that's
Everything else need to be
gorgeous.
bright. Everything else need to be bright now. It's kind of
Yeah,
dark. Light that up.
he like plants though, so
Mm-hmm. Show me some more. They keep showing me the angle of these bridges. I like the windows. Don't get it twisted, but
that's
show
what
me
you're
some.
paying for.
There you
You're
go.
paying for that
There you
view.
go.
And
Paying
they're
for the
gonna be
view.
allowed.
Uh huh.
Yeah, you paying for the view.
That's nice too. I ain't
Okay,
gonna hate.
soaker.
A little bit of soak. Two sink
Why?
options.
Wait. Go back to the tub. Why is that big ass plant right there?
And naked lady. Naked lady. And the realtor like, let me take this picture. I gotta put it up.
Like,
Just
what if you now see? What if you a little tall and you put your foot up there? You just gonna kick it? See, disaster waiting to happen.
they don't be caring. Um. Okay, what's the next? It was some other one I saw. Okay, that space heater thing there. Don't like that, but that is what it is. It's a part of the unit.
Yeah, we're gonna get something to cover that up.
Okay, that's a nice view at night.
That's beautiful.
That's what they're
That's like a
paying for.
postcard.
Well, this person must work from home. They really got it decked out. Okay, there's the shower. Because I was like, where's the shower? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a man later. It's too dark.
Little walkway
Yeah,
action.
and the riverfront just got finished over there. They just opened it up like a week or two ago.
Okay, okay. That's nice. That's not bad. Let me see. What's the other one? This right here. Let me show you. Let me show
Oh,
you
I
this
just
one.
finished filling out my application too, and I got my little confirmation.
Okay, do you see these $500,000 right here? Hold on, I'm show you. See these new construction $500,000. That's why I be telling y'all. I be like, Erica, new construction. You keep talking about new construction. I'm like,
Oh yeah, so
they're
that's where
charging.
that's behind the old where the old friend school was. So they tore it down and built them. They had an open house, but I forgot because I was gonna go so I could be nosy. but it's on a
Mm-hmm.
historical ground because that church in front of it is historical, so they couldn't tear that down. But they nice. They got rooftop decks and everything. Wait, go to this foreclosure on Sorrento,
Say what?
the one for 20,000, the foreclosure
Okay.
on Sorrento.
Erica, that's true. Sorry. I'm in the city of Tennessee where we're on social media acting a fool pissed because people are going around checking car doors at night, ready to go, man. But that's the thing. It's like, I remember we were in my neighborhood and the guy had golf clubs, his work laptop, and the car door was just unlocked. That's why the alarm didn't go off. Some of that is like awareness, like personal awareness.
Yeah, but see up here, we are what is that amendment when you can carry your gun? Whatever that is, we big up here with that. So
Second, what? It's Second Amendment, Asia.
there
Oh,
you go.
girl, we got to work
I
on
just
you.
know
But
when you
anyway,
drive in here from Ohio, it's a nice sign that say "Welcome to Michigan. Please be aware this is a right to carry state."
everywhere in the country should be right to carry, but that's another argument for another day.
I agree.
Um, so here's this place right here. It's 20K.
I like it.
Okay, I'll be like, give it to me for 5. But anyway,
That might be a two-family flat from
let
how I
me
look
see.
on the outside. I'm
Ooh,
not
look at all
sure.
that mold. Just rip that out. Rip that whole
Nothing
thing out.
that
It says
you know.
multifamily. It is a multifamily.
Yeah.
It says
So it's
multifamily.
so it's two and two. It's two up, two
Ooh, got
down.
all that. Just let's get the hammer. Get the hammer, Asia.
So if
Bust it
this
up.
were me, um, what a two-bedroom go for in the city? I think a two-bedroom like 1150 Section 8. So
Hmm.
yeah, you'll come out making more doing two and two. Because if
This
you
one
convert it to a single
has,
family, you only gonna get like 17, 1800.
it's a 2 unit. It says each unit features 2 spacious bedrooms, offering ample space for a growing family or tenants looking for extra room. So each one has a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. So how much
Oh
is
yeah,
Section 8? You said?
I offer them about 15.
What is the let me see here. Let's look at the street view.
I got the Section 8 PDF right here on my laptop. Let's see what these housing rates is. Wayne
That
County.
laugh at Taffy. Hey. Laugh at Taffy. Hey. See,
A
that's what it used
two
to look like. It
bedroom.
can go back. See, the roof was already leaning right then. It needed help then. God, what's up with
Hey
this jungle
Erica.
beside it? What's going on? Huh?
Hold on, listen. Two bedroom, Section 8, $1,394 as of January this year. So it's gonna go up
Wait, say
again.
it one more time. 2,000.
1,000 no, $1,394 for a two-bedroom, Section 8.
$1,392. Is that what you just said?
$94 for Section 1394
Excuse me.
is okay.
For how many rooms? Two
Two
bedroom.
bedrooms,
Okay, 1 bath. Listen. What about for a 3 bedroom, 1 bath?
$1,737.
Man, my pole tenant gotta move.
I
That's
raised the rent on my little two-bedroom to $975
uh,
this year. I was like,
listen, they
"Look,
mine is paying $500 because out of my kindness of my heart. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
I ain't got no heart.
You
Them
got
days
to
gone,
go.
bro.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna
Nope,
have to
no
invest this money to
feelings."
fix this porch and everything else. You guys to go. Look at this nice house across the street.
That's somebody
It's crazy.
seniors living there. That's an old family living there.
Hmm.
That's one of them
Okay,
don't
you got
walk
some
on my
lots all
grass
around here.
families.
Don't walk on my grass. Now, is this an empty lot that it owns? I'm trying to figure this out.
Somebody
Or is
might
this a
own it.
separate?
They probably own whoever got this house. Because they might have
Yeah.
bought it and fenced it off. Or they might have just fenced it off. Because people was doing that too when they was just tearing down houses. They just take over the lot.
Hmm. Let me see. Let me see what this says. It says square foot lottage. Square foot lot 43. I need more information. It
Mm,
says both investment show more.
9171. I'm going to put this on my watch list.
Go ahead and get them a call and tell us what they say.
They
Oh,
want
whoops.
20. I'm coming 10,000 so they can counter me at
My
15.
Google said you acting up too much. Okay, I'm sorry, Google. I got like 20,000 pages open.
To be like that.
Um, they said open carry in Michigan. That's what they
Uh,
talking about.
oh, it's pending. I was about to say somebody about to get that. That's nice.
Oh yeah. Is this with or without utilities?
So you
For,
do have to pay one utility here. So normally people pay water. That's your cheapest one.
is that
But
for
what
duplexes?
duplex, yeah, you got to pay water or single
Okay.
family. So the
Hmm.
cheapest utility to pay is water. Heat, absolutely not. It get too cold here. Is you crazy? Unless you put a Google Nest in there and you put it to where it cannot go above 72.
Oh, and they cussing you out. That mother.
Are you cold? Put on some clothes. 72 degrees in the house is very comfortable.
They just got
So
people out here freezing.
put some clothes on.
Put some clothes on,
No,
ma'am.
I
I'm
choose
my
water,
children are cold.
but check this out. Then you can get the water bill no more than $65 because they got that water affordability program. So if you're on
Hmm.
Section 8, that means you can't afford your utility. So we get the tenants on that program and then you just pay the bill.
You said it said pending. It says foreclosure.
It's a pending on Zillow.
Oh, you better reach out to Sherry Sadid. Sherry Sadid.
I need.
Sadid. Anyway, yeah, I did that.
What?
I want to be counseled so bad. Counsel me. Anyway, y'all, all press is good press. Like, let there be a day they're like, we gonna counsel Erica Williams. I'm like, yes, write more articles about me, bitch. Yes. Um, you might want to reach out to her, see what she say. What's the D
No,
say?
I highlighted it so I can go back and look at it in my
Okay.
Zillow. And it's
Um,
Vancouver one. I'm looking at that one too.
John, that's too cold.
What's too
It's
cold?
too cold. 62 degrees all year round. John, you about
62.
to fall
Oh
out.
no, not up here. You gonna have pneumonia.
John gonna be somewhere with a blanket
No,
on, just
it
in his own
snowed on
house.
Halloween up here. It wasn't a lot, but it still snowed. 72 degrees inside the house. Oh yeah, you
She
cozy.
said, my dad reminded me who raised the heat past 72.
Period. Like what is wrong
Your
with
parents
you?
like put clothes on. Why do you don't have
If
socks
your
on?
heat
Why you don't
above
have a sweater on?
72, in my world, you rich. You rich.
I feel you, Eric. I have a tenant paying $400. Grandpa won't try. Listen, here's the thing, Chance. I love the
No.
people. I'm for the people, but at this point, what Asia just said, $1,737 for a 3 bedroom.
I'm about to
Y'all,
send it to you.
let's do that 4 times a year. Is how much? Let's do some math real quick. If I get it, let me do real quick so I can get y'all to understand why people keep investing in Detroit and Cleveland. $1,737 times 12 months is 20 grand a year.
I'm about to send this to you. I'm gonna tell you the
Let's say you had
yeah.
5 properties in Detroit. That's it. You just had 5,
That's all you need.
and you had 104,000 coming in a year.
Wait, is these 5 single families or 5 duplexes and flats? Because that's really 10.
Exactly. Listen, let's say we had 5 duplexes. Like what you say it was 1,394.
I just sent
1,394
it to you.
times 2 is 2788 per building, right? Let's say we have 5 duplexes. That's 13 grand a month times 12. That's 167,000 for the year. I wouldn't buy near another property in Detroit.
I told you
I'm
my
just trying
goal
to
is
find
10
out how much
doors.
it costs me to own a property management place there at this point.
My goal is 10 doors. That's all I need. Either 5 duplexes or 10 single family. And I'm straight. Then I want an apartment building. I'm straight.
He said be having the place 85 degrees, walk around and draw.
You can do that at 72.
No, Asia. That's just because your blood is used to that.
You're gonna put a coat on around here. You better put some clothes on.
Y'all saying no, that I got me some work on my hands. I got a 2-1 and a 4-2, but I'm in the money. She said, "Can I buy some land and live in an RV or something?" You might can, depending on where
Um,
you at.
Somebody did it up here a couple years ago. They bought a 2 family flat from the land bank, and then they bought
Hmm.
the lot next to it and lived in the RV while the house got done.
Hey now, make it do what it do. So yeah,
Sounds good to me.
so my biggest thing is like you have to make the best decision. So AJ, you saw the condition of those properties. If somebody come to you and I got 75,000, and they buy the property for 15, they still gonna need
The
they gonna need
average
some.
rehab in Detroit right now just to get cosmetics good gonna cost you 50 to 85,000. That's easy, and that's not no full gut. A
Mhm.
full gut rehab minimum is 150 in the city. Everything is up. Your HVAC equipment is up. You can't cheap out on that because you need a working furnace. Now you ain't got to put AC up here, but you got to do that. You can get a hot water tank from Home Depot or Lowe's. That's fine, but you can't put no. Well, I don't suggest put no old little cheap furnace in there because you're gonna keep fixing it.
Mhm.
And if it goes out in the winter, you have to put your tenants up somewhere until it get fixed because it's cold.
The How fast does Section 8 move people in over there in Detroit?
The longest I had to wait was probably a month because like I've never like put my houses on the Section 8 site. People just reach out to me like through Instagram, like, oh, I got a voucher. And I'd be like,
Mhm.
how much your voucher? And they'd tell me, I was like, well, that's what your rent gonna be. Like I'm easy.
What's
I'm
your voucher?
easy.
What the voucher say? Did the voucher say
Yeah,
1,200?
your,
That
your
sounds like
voucher's 1,200. Well, guess what? That's how much your rent is.
so silly.
Or if it's like, or if I want 1,500, then I'd be like, all right, I'll do 14. Then they only got to pay me two. Because one of my tenants, she paid me like 215, and then the Section 8 pay the rest because her voucher was only like 1,000.
Hmm. Well, my biggest thing I want y'all to understand is like my whole goal of all this YouTube and all this stuff is like find ways to increase your income so that when you make your investments, like if you want to buy an already done house, you can do that. But when I be on the phone with some people be coming into little windfalls, some little money here and there. Okay, well then buy that. You know what I'm saying? Like be smart in what you're trying to buy. And you don't have to buy 100 buildings. Like I remember this guy saying, "Who want to buy 100 houses? They create and work for themselves." You know what I mean? And I understand that now. Um,
Yeah, that's a lot.
so it's just a lot, and so you just want to be smart about it, y'all. Just be smart.
I just sent you an
So,
email with the links about the land value tax and
mhm,
the Section 8 list with the rent.
that's what I'm talking about. Hold on, I'm trying to show you this link one more time. I'm hiding the pendant, but I keep the foreclosure up there. Let me show it one more time. Hold on, let me do
I
it by
also
price.
suggest people start getting these trades themselves. That'll save you some money. I mean, it's gonna be time consuming, but y'all can paint.
Excuse me, I was so sorry.
You good? Y'all can paint. Y'all can learn how to put in some floors. YouTube University does wonders. Home Depot has classes. At least they used to teach you how to do stuff.
Hmm. So there's 381 homes, multifamily homes. I did it by the lowest price. Now y'all see this is the low. Don't do these. Keep going.
Mhm.
What's the price? We just started with 15. Let me go past
Yeah,
all this.
at least 10. Have some hope.
I meant to type in 10K and up. Hold on.
Now, see them little $5,000. I buy them
Hmm.
all day, and I'm just gonna tear it down because if it's along my greenway, we don't care.
You see all this? This right here. I said this got to be a fourplex, but tear it down.
Yeah, that's a fourplex. I
Uh,
rehab that. Depending on what street is on.
I gotta keep going, y'all. We at 10 now. Okay, what we getting at 10? We still rough. Still rough at 10. Let me get up 15.
You have to be at least 25 to get a little decent.
Let me go first.
I'm serious.
I know, but that's why I'm like, Lord. Okay, minimum 20. Let's go there. View
You just
property.
refuse to go to 25. Like, who a little steep?
It took 50 off. Okay, here you go. Only reason I say that age is because some people be like, I got 20 I can get. I'm like, you can get it, but you're gonna have to put work into it.
But people don't understand the 20,000. If that's all you have, you really need to be around 15 because you have closing costs, you have prorated taxes, you got to
Right.
get insurance on the property, you got to secure the house, and you got to keep the grass cut, snow shovel. So you really need to be like at 25, 30.
Look at this one for 32 over here on Montclair.
Oh, that boy nice. Oh, that's East Side. That's me, 4214, baby. That's Island View or either West Village or East Village.
What's up with why is this looking like this? It must be empty inside. It must be a
Or
good
they ran out
process.
of money. That's
Gotta be.
that's over there by me, 4213. That's by the Chrysler Jeep plant. What's Plymouth, Michigan? Michigan. Anybody going to Plymouth?
Girl, listen, they gonna market where they market. This is 40K duplex right here.
I like that
Strut
one on
Street.
Start Event. That's nice. At least the
Mm-hmm.
outside is. The windows ain't gonna be cheap. You see all them custom sizes?
Uh-huh. I see it. Look at these little old duplexes, little old daddies.
But see, that's
44.
one side. Them Kelly ones on Kelly Road. That probably only one side. You gotta read the fine print. Yeah, it is
Okay.
too, because that's 745 and that's 747. So you gotta buy them both.
Mm, that's crazy. Okay, what's the next?
Thanks.
Yeah. Keep going. I think we saw that Garland earlier. Yeah. Yeah, we saw that
That's a
earlier.
two family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this all East Side.
Mm-hmm. And then anytime you talk to people, it's like, oh, you gotta be West Side. Man, cut it out. People don't pay rent on all
Let
sides.
me tell
Cut
you
it out.
something. People
People
gonna
be cutting
rent.
up.
Look, Brightmoor is about to become luxury now because you can get over there under 1,500. But some parts is 1,500 in Brightmoor. Because Brightmoor is the hood of the hood. But Brightmoor is also getting $10 million for rejuvenation.
Ooh, y'all, we
Claremont, that's
still
North
going.
End.
Still
That
struggling.
Claremont one at the bottom, that's the North End.
Okay, this one look cleaned up. That's not too bad. But I think it's one
I
side.
might
That
live
one
there.
side be
All right, that big tree in the front, that concerns me.
them pipes, the
Yeah, the roots, they be busting up
roots.
on that
Hmm.
foundation. So they gotta tear that down. Trees can cost you 2 to 5 grand for per tree. That's North End, Marson, I buy that.
Hmm.
Euclid, North End,
This
buy
a little
that.
bit better. Oh, look at them windows. Them windows is new, but there's them windows still there. See the thing on the window? Some of them is new.
That's nice. The roof look good. What you on, like Remax or something?
I'm on realtor.com.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to move it up, y'all. I'm gonna have to move it up to what price? What am I moving it up to? 75,000. Let me see. Let me push it up.
this gonna get a little better.
Let's get it at
9,800.
80. That's what it kept resetting it down. I'm like, stop.
Like y'all gonna
Cut
buy
it
these
out.
cheap houses.
Okay. We at 80K now.
So now we at somebody live there and they selling.
Mm-hmm. 80K, multifamily. Damn, somebody live there? Good gracious. It's a
Yeah,
dogs and
somebody
boarded up.
live
They
there. That one
boarded
got
it up.
dogs on it. So
That one looked decent. They're like,
which
that's
one?
about where your other ones was. Oh God, not the orange.
Come on,
Right
red.
there, that Maxwell Street.
Well, they had a time in there.
Had a
That's the red light
time.
special.
We had a time last night. Um,
Why is Brighton showing up in your new construction? They
because
must
that's
pay
what
for
they
that.
trying to get you. Come over here. Come over here. Um, that actually looks decent. Cascade, but who knows what's going on with it?
That one on Chrissy, a foreclosure.
Well, we out here fighting for our lives. Look at them new windows upstairs.
Oh, the owner must live
Them
down there.
new
So
windows.
that's a little plug for y'all. When you buying these 2 family flats and one of the units got nicer stuff, that's where the owner live. So if
Always.
upstairs got new windows and downstairs don't, the owner of the building live upstairs or downstairs. That's
They had a
nice.
tree
What is
in the
that?
yard. You can tell they tore it up.
Mm-hmm.
This is Santa Rosa.
Mm-hmm. I know where that's it.
Did they have a second porch and they closed it off?
Probably.
Okay, like they. Where's them little pocket holes? What are those?
That's the milk
Huh?
chute. How they used to deliver milk back in the day. That's a milk
Oh
chute.
God, Lord, I'm even nervous. I'm like, what are
A lot of
those?
people keep them. That people get their Amazon packages put in there,
Ooh,
or
look
you
at them
can bring them
floors.
clothes. So this nice.
They might have ran out of money. They might just be ready to get up out of it. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, that's ready to go rent. What did you talking about? That's fast start living. Yeah, that's nice.
Just need to be able to. Whoop, that's the downstairs. See, they worked on the first floor and then finished the second floor.
Or the owner live downstairs. But see, you can go and rent out downstairs, do whatever else, the Section 8 inspection say, and then do upstairs later.
No, I think upstairs got done and this is downstairs. See how like it looked like it's on the first floor? Yeah,
Whichever
that's the
one it
first floor
is,
looking.
rent out the one
So
that's done.
yeah, it was costing them some money. They ready to get out. That's what that is.
What they want for it?
95.
Oh, too rich for me.
You got you got half of it done.
I haven't paid over 10 grand for a house yet. I haven't.
Somebody said, "Can you speak more on Brightmore?"
Oh, be more for show. So that's the hood. It's a lot of vacant land over there, like a whole lot, because they done tore down probably 70% of the area. But last year, I think Chase or somebody, the article on my page somewhere, they are putting, I think 10 million over there.
Uh-huh.
So they giving homeowners money to fix their house up. and they about to start development, which makes sense because it's nothing but land. Brightmore does look a little country. If you drive through there, you will see deers, possums,
Mhm.
raccoons, groundhogs. You laughing, but I'm so serious.
I know, just the way you said
Um,
it, Pop.
a lot of the houses are old frame houses, like old 50, 60 plus years old, so they on crawl spaces.
Hmm.
So I don't know if some people like to buy those, some don't. The only thing with housing on crawl space, you got to talk to your contractor because some contractors won't go through there. Some may be a little bit more voluptuous than others, so they can't fit. So that could be the reason too, or they just elderly and they don't want to do them. So
I
that's
think
my
you said why
concern right now.
the tree in the front yard is, of course.
Oh, why does the tree concern me? Because of the roots. So tree roots in Detroit, we have foundations or basements, right? So let's say this is your foundation wall up against the house, and then let's
Mhm.
say this is a tree. So then the tree is going to have roots that's going to press up against this, and over time it's going to start popping the blocks out of the foundation. That's going to cause your house to shift or
Mhm.
fall or insert. I've never seen one fall, but I've have seen some with the blocks popped out or they starting to pop out because they pushed up. So if I either see a big tree in front, it's a good negotiation tool for if you still want the house because
Mhm.
the tree alone gonna cost you at least 2 grand. And don't cheap out on trees because you need a contractor who actually is licensed to do that and
Mhm.
has insurance. Because if God forbid that tree swings the wrong way and falls on your house, you need to get a really nice check to either tear it down and rebuild or tear it down and keep the lot or repair, whatever damage it's had. So that's on the front of the house, the back of the house, and the side because there be trees on the side too.
Damn.
Then you got
Um,
some that got weeds that done turn into trees that start growing out of the like the cracks around the foundation, like next to the driveway, and them weeds done turned into trees. So now that's a problem.
not bad.
Hopefully, I answered your question.
What was the other one? There was one more somebody had. He said that's why I got a high credit limit card. There you go.
Period. Not take them plus 4% because I'm not paying that credit card fee.
They said, are they doing creative financing in Detroit?
Define creative. Creative can mean so many things. Like we can do land
Exactly.
contracts, i.e., seller financing, rent to own. That's all I know. What
Okay.
other ways you trying to be creative?
Right. He said, why don't I don't like Detroit? No, I think in the past couple years I've had a lot of frustrations with the environment of how, people scam. Like I went through three property managers, and at this point I got a firefighter picking up my rents because like just ridiculous, right? So at some point, like, depending on how well invested you want to be in a city, I remember talking to this guy and he was like, why don't you open your own office and just pay somebody to be they come in a couple days a week, they do what you need them to do, and at the end of the day I was like, oh, well, how well do I want to be invested somewhere? Do you know what I'm saying? That you have to open up a whole property manager office, put somebody on staff just to answer phones here and there. And she said, well, if you want to deal with the city or Section 8 over and over again, if you have like 5 6 properties with Section 8, they're gonna want to hear somebody be in your office. So stuff like that, it just depends on how you look at it. And then also too, I think I was under the spell of like, we only got to put a little bit of money into properties. This ain't North Carolina. This ain't South Carolina. This ain't Tennessee. This ain't Texas. You're
Nope.
going to put some money into a city that has been economically depressed in some areas so that the houses are economically depressed.
But see, look at that article you read when it said about how many landlords are in compliance. That's why. Because you got a lot of these landlords who handyman who don't know what they're doing, and you can't tell them that they're doing something wrong. That's part of the issue. Or
Mm-hmm.
they using the rent right like they supposed to over the years, so a little problem then became a big problem.
Deterred maintenance, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So that's
Mm-hmm.
the issue too. And then you got some of these professional tenants who know if I call the city, now my landlord got to fix the house up, or I can sell it, and that's been happening too. So you got these professional tenants, they done got into it with the landlord. Now they call the city on them. Now they got to stop paying rent and pay rent in the escrow. But where you gonna move to where you was paying? Because
Nowhere.
again, the average rent is 1,500. So if you still paying anywhere between 8 and 1,000, you ain't getting that nowhere else. If you move to something that is up to code, compliant, and updated. So now
Mm-hmm.
you can't afford that. So now because that happened to one of my clients. Old girl called the city.
Mm-hmm.
They came out and she's like, "Well, I was about to sell the house anyway, so now you got 90 days." And
Have
now
a great day.
right, and now she out here trying to find somewhere to rent for the 850 she was paying. You're not going to
Nowhere.
find it.
You was half listening to your friends on how to do something, and now
Can
you
you
gonna
stay with
be
them? Because now you and your baby is out of here, ma'am.
Have a great day. But that's my thing. And so it's like a lot of people cut their teeth in cheaper markets. And I just had to look at it from that perspective. Like, hey, you're going to cut your teeth here. You're going to cut your teeth here, get you. Now that I'm looking at it now in retrospect, it's been 4 years. It's like, oh, well, I'm just going to turn these last two into Section 8 and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're going to get our money. We're going to keep it moving. Or get a third or whatever and call it Section 8. Now I'm going to keep you here forever. I know you got to get home to the dog. Hold on. Let me,
No,
the
you
last
good. I'm chilling. He chilling. He asleep. He done ran around the backyard, went for a walk.
Oh no, living late, starting to start that drama. Y'all overcharging for labor in Detroit. Y'all bet not let them immigrants slip in. I'm looking for some cheap labor.
Okay,
Age
cheap liver
explain
can't
them
pull you no permit. So
that
good
part.
luck with that. You don't know what he say because he don't speak of English, so you ain't translating right. So good luck with that. You told him you wanted to paint the walls cream. Now your shit is ruby red. So whatever. He don't know the building code. So you got cheap labor. Now all your stuff done failed. So good luck to you. And when
Well,
it failed and you call me, I am going to tax the mess out of you because you should have called me first.
so here's the issue with that. And not that I've been a person pay cheap labor. I paid like the
Mm,
going cost. There are 3 people I know right now who paid cheap labor, and the city came through and was like, none of these is gonna pass inspection. Not near one of them.
not
And so
one.
they're sitting on $150,000 of money they've invested in the multiple properties. The one guy, he has 300,000 invested in these multiple properties, and they all like, "Oh, Erica, do you know somebody?" I said, "If I send you the agent, she gonna cuss you out." So
First, I'm gonna bust out laughing because they be calling me all sob and they be mad at. Then they get mad at me because I'm laughing. This is comical.
I'm just telling you that. So I went ahead and said, "Your best bet, man, to be find one of these companies that can come in and try to get you some." Because again, you got people putting whole houses together, no permits,
None.
and the
And then
city be
you
like,
know what
"No."
messed them up when it's time for that appraisal to come and they don't appraise right. That's what messed people up because you didn't put no permit on there. So how do I know for sure this is what you saying this work cost? Because I've
Mhm.
had that happen, and then they be like, "Well, you didn't pull permits." See attached certificate of acceptance from the city of Detroit showing that all my permits passed, and then they came through with the scope for the plumbing. Like, oh, all this plumbing is old, it's not repaired. What? If it's not repaired, how come I passed my inspections in 2019, 2018? Try somebody else, not me.
For
But
sure.
see that. But the issue is that usually works to get the price lower because most contractors in Detroit don't pull permits or homeowners.
Why don't they pull permits? They just trying to get by, trying to pull a fast one.
Trying to get by, trying not to really do stuff right because it's gonna cost them more.
Mhm.
Trying to hurry up because the permit process is a process. So if you want trying to be in and out of the house in 4 weeks with permits, it might take you 6 to 8 weeks. So that could be it. Some people just cheat. Some people know they ain't using nobody with a license and they don't want to get in trouble because they could put a stop work order on your house and you can't do nothing until you go pull permits.
See, they trying to clown this. My Erica, you know you use cheap labor in Texas. Loud. Listen, let me be very clear. Here in Texas, even the new construction property I have where the framers are like, we're going $6. I said,
Per what?
oh, well, I can't get into it because I got one property on the permit right now. I don't know drama. So it was like $6, but I was like, listen, who pulling the permit? Because here's the thing in Texas, I don't have to be a licensed GC, but every single person that work on that property has to be licensed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I submit my paper. I have to submit the roofer, I have to submit the electrical, and I have to submit the
HVAC,
roofer, electrical, plumbing, and what's the other guy?
HVAC.
Yes, HVAC, but it's another one. It's the somebody that do something. Y'all don't make me forget.
I don't know.
But
I don't know y'all
but I'll
all.
pull it. I'll show it to you. It's a hard. It's the one for hard cards. But that's why when he said that quote, I said that's a beautiful price for that roof. Am I getting insurance on that roof? Am I getting
Right.
that framing? Sounds real cheap for framing.
And also with cheap labor, if something go wrong, I gotta warranty my work in the city for a year. Cause well, minimum is 6 to 18 months for a licensed builder. I just do a year, make it even, like and cut it in the middle. So if you do that cheap labor, they gonna come back. Now I'm not saying expensive labor gonna be the better job either, cause you
For
hit or
sure.
miss with both. And
Hmm.
licensed people ain't gonna do better work either, cause I know some hell of unlicensed contractors that work under me. They just not licensed. A lot of men don't want to go sit down and take the test. They can't pass the background check. They got
Okay.
felonies from back in the day. They credit bad because they check your credit now when you get your license. So all that plays a factor too. But just because somebody licensed and insured and stuff, they might play you too. It's probably 50-50.
Well, this is the thing too, Asia. When I talk about middleman's the million course, and people like, why would anybody that know how to do all these trades come work for you? For what we just said, what Ace just said, they don't want to go get no license. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
can't read. Some of them are dyslexic. Some of them got issues. Some of them got baby mama drive. They're trying to hide from taxes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they doing.
But you
They
know what?
trying to
A lot of men really just want to work. They
just
just want
work.
to
Don't
work.
want to be bothered. And so when I tell people that people will come work for you as long as you got their check hitting them on Friday, direct deposit Friday morning, not Friday afternoon, they are straight. They don't want to be bothered with all this paperwork. And so if you know yourself, like there's a Latino girl, Asia, we're gonna go to San Diego. I'm gonna see if you want to come with us and meet her. She
Yeah.
made 190 off contractors in San Diego. Why? What's going on with contractors in San Diego? Think about it.
Oh, they're
They
illegal.
there you go. They illegal. Some of them's here, but they don't want to. They trying to stay under the radar. All kind of shit. Okay, so she a GC contractor ain't lifted a nail. Made 190. One year she made 390. And so I think y'all just don't understand. Like people ain't playing.
But the thing with the Mexicans and stuff like that, or anybody who's illegal, if they,
Venezuela anyway.
yeah, if they
Oh,
got a family member that is legal here, that's the one that need to go get all the license stuff because y'all will be paid.
well, that's the thing. What ends up happening is the son or daughter, when they get 18, they make them go do all the stuff. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I've been running into. Like, oh no, here, talk to my son. Here the phone. Here,
Yep.
talk to my wife. Dude got a white wife. She got all this paperwork. I'm like, ma'am, I ain't seen you out here one
But the
time.
only issue is with that, it depending on what how level you trying to go, you got to show some type of payroll for these people. So you can't pay everybody cash under the table.
No. They get you getting paid regular. What happens is it's 1099 here in Texas. Here's the crazy part. These illegal people be paying their taxes. The government just ain't got the government ain't got no time to round up millions of people that's working. They just ain't
True.
got time. They don't want to make time. Let's just be honest. They don't want to make time.
True.
What else? He tell them all use a treat labor to clean gutters. You better put that cover over them gutters then. Put the
You
cover over
clean
the
gutters
gutters.
yourself.
He don't want to do that. Oh, Sherlock Holmes said, in other words, if I plant a tree, I need a big enough property to space it out.
Yeah, or make sure it's far away from the house.
You already know. A friend of
There's
mine
a
from
lot of work here in Detroit, though. It's a lot of work.
yeah,
It's work for years to come.
it is. And so at the end of the day, it's like it's all marketing, y'all. Like that's part of why I'm doing this tour this year. Like we running these Facebook ads. We're gonna document the whole journey for the next 90 days. Our goal is to get 3 million people a month to be able to see this YouTube channel, see our products and services, and that's the starting point. Eventually, we're gonna get to like 6 million people a month. Um, but yeah, it's opportunity. So Asia has a course. Eventually, she gonna put together. I'm gonna have to harass the shit out of her this year,
Yeah, I gotta sit and
because
do it.
I done seen like 7 people come up with some GC courses. And I'm like, Asia, what you doing?
And I
Let's
know
do it.
mine gonna kill theirs because I actually know what I'm doing.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm gonna do it.
I need you to get up and do it.
I gotta give myself a deadline and just stick to it.
Somebody said I got a tree at my front door. Then you're gonna have some problems. But
Yeah.
anyway, y'all, I'm letting Asia get up out of here. But thank you for reviewing properties with us.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll
Asia,
come
tell
over
us
here
all
anytime.
the
It don't bother me.
places. Tell us all the places they can find you on the internets.
On the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My business IG is Denson Construct Sir, but the one that be popping is Lady Contractor. Why I don't know, but I do the most. I make more money on that one, including all the crazy stuff I post. My YouTube is Denson Construction Services, but I might change the name, but it's just my business name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And TikTok, I'm Lady Contractor too, which is doing pretty good, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
You gotta start. You gotta start hitting that tickety talk. Hit that tickety
I
talk.
know I post on there when I post on the gram. I wish they had a way where you could go live across all your like Instagram pages at the same time. I need them to do that next.
Man, don't give them a minute. They gonna figure it out. They got to partner with each other though. That's the only problem.
No, I mean like Instagram, like I got multiple Instagram pages, like Lady Contractor, Denson
Oh, right, right,
Construction.
right.
Like if you go live on one, you can just go live on both. Like on StreamYard, you know how you can click and go
Yep.
live on your Facebook and your YouTube.
I just figured out how to do that this week. That's
Oh,
sad, ain't it?
look at
It's
you.
sad. I be so in the zone doing other
It's
stuff.
okay. Progression, as long as it happens.
Listen, I'm gonna be in Mexico this week, y'all. So they got some pre-recorded stuff that's gonna be dropping. But next week we got some cool stuff. Somebody just get more phones. Man, that'd be ghetto. That'd be
I
ghetto.
got more, but don't it be an echo when you do that?
It really do.
Or maybe it don't.
in my opinion, do. But
I don't
I'm
know.
just saying. But okay, just man, listen. Thank you for coming by. It's been a minute. People have
I know.
missed
Thanks
you.
for having me.
People be looking for you. Like I'll be keeping you away. I'm like, nah, she just be busy.
I'll be working.
But she be
But let
working.
me know if you go down to Macon. I'll be in Columbus in 2 weeks.
Man, we'll come up with something.
Or Panama City. That's right there too.
Panama City, Florida.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours from my dad's house.
I know which guy's doing this vacation there.
Fancy.
Yeah, Tim and the crew. So anyway, we will talk about it more later.
All righty. But yeah, we gotta do this course. You're gonna have to help me with that.
You been bullshitting. I ain't got time. No,
I really have.
no.
I've been doing this course since what, 2018, 2019?
Yeah, you got to cut it out. You got to cut it
Yeah.
out.
I could have
You
well, I would have been paid during COVID. Jesus.
you would have been like calling agent. Where is you at? I'm in Mexico. What you want? I'm on
Yeah.
vacation.
How may I help you?
How can I help? No, but you still can. I mean, here's the thing. What people don't understand is everything that y'all think like, oh, ain't nobody got no money and stuff like that. We'll talk when I get offline in a second, and I'll say what I want to say. But trust me, it's money moving all around, and that's why
That's
I'm
true.
hitting the Facebook ads the last 50 days of the year to collect and get y'all ready for all these events and all the stuff coming up for 2024. So it is what it
Mhm.
is. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being here, Asia. Thank you for coming through
Thanks for having
anytime.
me.
You already know. There's somebody y'all should do a project together, man. Me and Asia do lots of stuff together.
All right.
All right. This is your girl Erica, Classic Con Blog. Later.